Welcome to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
Ooh. Welcome back to the show where Sarah and I make anime. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
And
So I'm the Sarah of which he speaks.
You're the Sarah. I introduced you before you.
Creepy.
The concept of you.
Ooh.
Welcome back to our Spooktober episodes. We're making a couple more.
Yep.
For the month of October.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't listened to the podcast before, Sarah and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it. So in Spooktober, we make a spooky anime.
Yep.
And we've listened to the song titled Witch, like a hook nose, pointy hat witch.
Very stereotypical of you.
Broom riding, cat having witch by the group all caps Boyfriend.
And it's all caps witch.
All caps
too.
witch. You yell it, witch.
Boyfriend.
Witch. You have to
Boyfriend.
point. Witch.
You yell at your iPod.
And then there's a boyfriend somewhere.
You know what? That sounds like my teen years. I would have loved that.
I like that they're not boyfriends. It's together they are one mega boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah and I have listened to that song. You can do so now or later, whatever. It's what we did to get our ideas. And then we'll combine them into a mega anime after we share them separately, and then we combine them, and it's fun. And we've done that, and I was going to do a whole bit where I was just going to try and talk like a vampire the whole episode.
You want to try a little bit?
I was going to be like, hey, welcome to Instant Anime. Like, I'd like the intro, but then I'd be like, I'm Jimmy.
And I do the witch thing again?
I don't know. That would have been up to you. I was gonna
Sarah!
I was going to surprise you. I was going to surprise you with it and see how you reacted.
That was probably really loud.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was shrill.
Well, that's...
Fucking shrill.
I gotta get to that witch place.
Yeah.
And that's where we go.
It's deep in my eardrum.
Oh, stop this. Get your fingers out of your ears.
So, yeah, we listen to the song. I'm going to share my idea now for Witch by Boyfriend. Witch by Boyfriend.
There you go. Again, would have been my middle school dream if I could just, like, poof in a boyfriend. My God.
If you were a witch...
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Calling in a boyfriend.
I was like, oh, I wish.
Summon a boyfriend.
Because I'd like climb in bed and realize I had to go turn my light off. And I'd be like, man, if I were Sabrina, I could just like turn that off.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Or the cat, Salem, could do it.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I don't want to, but... And he flips it with his tail.
Yeah, no. Sabrina was a favorite of mine.
That's a good show. I mean...
And the new one's fine too. But
no, I was saying like the old show is just... goofy and fun.
And
I watched the shit out of that.
The clothing, where she just would like point and her clothing would change. Do you know how badly I wanted that?
Oh yeah, the intro where she was like spinning around.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just they nodded to that in the new Sabrina. Thankfully, I would have been upset if they hadn't. But
does she have like a quick change?
Yeah.
Spell?
She like spins around or just points or something. But it's just like
it's very like Magical Girl. Do you think they were inspired by certain anime? For
Possibly.
Sabrina? Maybe.
Possibly. But anyhow, sorry. I would have loved to have been able to just be like, and now here's a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I wouldn't understand the repercussions.
Would it
Much
have been
like Sabrina.
Harvey?
No. I won't lie to you.
He's
now a musician, though.
You didn't like Big Forehead Harvey?
That's not very nice. His name...
He's Harvey Dent. He's Two-Face.
It was Harvey Kinkle.
From Batman.
Oh, what's his actual name? I'm not going to remember. But he is a musician, and his album's pretty cool. It's kind of folksy. And he just got married. Anyhow, Nate Richard.
Wow, look at you.
Holy
Pulling
cow.
that out of some deep recesses in your mind.
I'm surprised that I did that.
I'm going to give you my idea now.
All right.
My spooky idea.
Do it.
Because it's October.
For witch.
Boyfriend. You were the witch is over there. And the boyfriend's over there.
Oh, ho, ho.
My idea is as follows. This town ain't big enough for two groups of mystery-solving teens.
Okay.
Think Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew and Friends, but, like, pitted against each other. These two groups are well renowned in their hometown, which happens to be like the same. It's like a big, small town, you know?
Sure.
They both live there. They're both solving things. Because there were
place.
There were crossovers, right? Like
between
with Hardy
Boys and Nancy Drew?
Maybe.
I think so. Did you know that they're doing like a Nancy Drew reboot?
I think I did know that.
I'm getting weird social media targeting for it.
That's awesome, though.
Well,
it's creepy that you're getting it.
It looks a little scary. I don't know.
Oh, they're doing like a Netflix reboot?
I think, yeah, it's going the way of Riverdale and Sabrina, which are in the same universe.
But the Nancy Drew was like funny and like fun. And
she
was just witty.
Reading Nancy Drew books.
I like playing the games. I played a shit ton with my sister.
Yes.
We just played them all the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm Nancy Drew, solve a mystery.
And that was like, that's my level of scary that I can handle. Point
and click, Nancy Drew.
And now they're doing this one. It looks all edgy, and I'm just like, I don't know.
That might ruin it. Either way. Might. They both are well renowned in their hometown.
Crossover.
But eventually they're fighting over who gets to solve each mystery, big or small, turns into a larger feud than they can handle.
Oh.
So one group decides to off the other to reduce the competition to 0.
Whoa.
If there's only one group of teens solving every mystery, then their problems are solved.
This is true.
So, one by one, members of the group who is being hunted starts disappearing. Of course, being avid mystery solvers, the ones being hunted realize that this is the biggest and most deadly case that they'll ever need to solve. If they don't solve it, the last thing they'll worry about is the groups competing for mysteries. Mm-hmm. In fact, the last thing that they'll be worrying about, because if they don't solve the mystery, they'll be dead.
This is also true.
They'll be dead. And that's my idea.
I love your idea.
Thank you.
I think it should be its own.
All right.
This was a great episode. Thanks everybody.
That was a quick one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta whip out these Spooktovers before the month's over, you know?
I know. I'm feeling the pressure.
Yep.
I really like your idea.
Thank you.
I think that's great.
I got like a Scooby-Doo-ish, like goofy vibe to it, but then I put like the dark spin on it where they're just like actually killing each other.
Yeah, I really like that.
Cool.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Would you like me to go?
Yeah, that's usually the way this podcast works.
I just didn't know if you had anything else to add.
No, my last thing was because they'll be dead.
Because they'll be dead.
They'll be dead. With an exclamation point.
Well,
they'll be dead.
You and I had the same vibe very strongly.
That's good. Unless it's the same idea. And then the podcast is over.
Yours is better than mine. A Scooby-Doo-esque group, or Nancy Drew, whatever.
Gotcha.
Just off the high of solving a mystery, decides to visit the house of an old blind relative. It's a huge old manor in like a Gothic style with like a lot of wrought iron. It's got a big fence gate thing going on.
Super spooky. Got it.
They visit for like fun. Maybe it's like a vacation, but also they're famous. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're for like a convention or something. But they're well known, so it's kind of like a...
They're well renowned.
Uh-huh.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Weird things start happening to people / young teens. When I say people, I mean like the kids.
At the convention?
Around town.
Oh, okay.
Which could be at the convention too. Until a body is discovered, another young teen around the group's age, found covered in boils.
Ooh.
As more bodies begin to appear, the group struggles to find a common thread until one stormy night, when 2 of the members of the group are targeted for their sexual transgressions. I then ran out of time, so I gave it a big ol' sum up, so it's a little messy here. But the old relative is a weird, like, religion or cult or something. It is cleansing people and they're blind again. So they're hunting by the heartbeat. And so when they hear, like, young kids getting, like, making out, like, their heart's beating fast.
Gotcha.
They are hunted and cleansed.
By sound.
Making them basically explode. Hence the boils. They, like, boil.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, their body goes boom, bada boom. And I just pictured all the, like, little pop, pop, pop.
Gross.
And I came up with a title that's bad.
Give it to me.
The Final Beat.
Of
the hearts.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It has, like, a musical connotation to it, too.
A little bit.
I love it.
So...
I think this won't be very difficult to combine our ideas.
No, but I really like that you have them, like, turning against each other. I like that really, really well.
It's like Hunger Games style, you know?
Yeah.
Pit them against
No, that's
themselves.
great.
Yeah.
You don't even need mine.
Yours is there. You just gotta be there. We can't just ditch your idea.
It's pretty close. I mean, we just,
Yeah, we got the town. We got Scooby-Doo-esque.
Yep.
We got creepy relative.
I love the idea that in mine they were like just coming off of they solved something. So they're like, yeah, you know, big celebrity, whatever. Oh, we're just gonna go stay with great aunt whomever or uncle or I don't know.
Okay.
Old relative. So I like the idea that they're there like recuperating from their latest mystery.
I gotcha.
And then
Having some punch.
they're just like
An R&R. Well-deserved R&R.
like it's old hat to them to solve these things, so they're just like, whatever, go fetch me this, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And
but
then,
they aren't killed because they're
Oh.
related, or are they?
No, they are.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I
Slowly?
didn't get to that part,
Gotcha.
but they were targeted because, like, what are their names? Daphne and, well, Velma. That'd be fun. They're just, like, making out somewhere.
Okay.
And then whomever the relative is, like, hears the quickened heartbeat and knows that something unholy is happening, and then they are
Gotcha.
targeted and hunted. And
Okay.
that's
Jeez.
pretty much.
Yoicks.
Yes. Yes. Which I'm trying to remember what Bess says.
I've got to make a plan.
In Nancy Drew. She always said something. Her version of like zoinks or whatever.
I couldn't even remember the other like main characters within Nancy Drew. I was just like, there's her.
There's Bess.
She's got friends, I know, and she calls them up all the time. I know.
Okay.
I don't know any of the Hardy Boys' names. Jeff.
Mr. and Mr. Hardy.
Jeff, Brian, and Greg Hardy.
It sounds like it could be very right.
Generic white boy name.
Pretty much. Yeah, Nancy, I just remember Bess because she was like cool.
Yeah.
I think she had short brown hair and I was like, that's cool.
Couldn't tell you.
But Nancy had a boy. I don't remember his name.
She had a boy.
I had a boy. Da-da-da.
Yeah, so how do you want to combine...
We just need Girls' Generation.
how do you want to combine hometown heroes killing themselves to Boil Me Alive?
I'm going to take the part of mine where they're visiting, coming down from something big. They're here for rest and relaxation. So they're not hometown.
Oh, they're on somebody else's turf.
Yes, but they're more accomplished, so to speak.
I see.
They've both done a lot, but one went like social media and is well recognized, while
Okay.
the other group just works really hard
So
in the area.
So are the hometown ones killing, or are the intrepid newcomers the ones killing?
I thought both were trying to kill each other simultaneously.
I didn't really nail it down.
Okay.
I know I kind of had one group is definitely like starting it.
Yeah, instigate. And
Yeah.
then maybe retaliate from
And
the other?
because they're both like smart enough to like figure it out, and the fact that they're being targeted because of this like new thing, maybe they do figure it out and start whittling each other's numbers down.
That's
But they're
kind of
like,
what I was...
it wasn't me. It couldn't have been this group. We have airtight alibis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
Okay.
Cool. But
That-
the Boils is gone.
Yeah, we don't have to do that unless they're like poisoning each other, and that's
Maybe one gets poisoned and explodes.
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
was thinking like, I don't know, plague things.
Yeah, I was like, one has locusts come out of their eyeballs.
Ugh, I don't like
and
that.
Boils, and then there's frogs.
But the body boom boom. I didn't want anyone, although I did say they making them explode basically. So
did.
maybe they do get, I don't know.
I think one of them, as a nod to your original idea,
Doesn't do so hot.
gets like a gross boil, like melty,
Yeah.
boom, bada boom going on.
But also now I feel bad killing them all. Maybe they should just be kidnapped. But that's not in the spirit of Spooktober, so I guess
Nah, dog.
I guess these kids gotta kill each other.
Yeah. Yeah. They're precocious teens.
Yeah. I feel like
They could be tried as adults.
definitely. They've seen enough.
Yeah.
They've seen enough.
They've solved murders and stuff.
Well, let's explore which group. If the ones...
Which group? Which?
Boyfriend! Oh, damn you. Is the haughty, new-to-town, on-vacation group, would they...
They're like all Freddies.
Oh, my dream.
They're
So
like,
many
I have a
ascots.
plan, I have a plan, I have a plan.
So many ascots. But are they, they feel like they could get away with it, so they start it? Or do the the hometown heroes...
I gotcha.
Are they feeling threatened, and so they just go for it?
Okay, I got it. The
Like, which
newcomers instigate because they're taking some R&R, but they're still trawling the Pinstagrams for various cases.
As one does.
And the established hometown people get a case faster and solve it. Like lickety-split. Like,
I see.
they're doing it in their town. Like, it's their turf. They know what's going on. They know where to canvass. They know everything.
Yeah.
And so the fact that...
New group feels threatened that they might lose their place.
Yeah, the new group is slighted immediately by this. They're like, that was our thing?
Like, we're the world famous ones.
Yeah.
You just go back
and so
to
the home group is just like...
I'm bad at insults.
Look, don't worry about it. Like... There'll be another mystery sometime. Like, don't worry about it. People lose things all the time.
It's oddly mysterious around here.
Find dogs, it's misty down by the creek or whatever.
Plus, you're busy. You're going to continue your mystery world tour.
Yeah.
You're just here relaxing for a little while.
Just keep your hotel reservation and don't stay too long. And, like, something like that.
Where it's, like, joking.
Yeah.
Nothing really malicious, but also, like, don't stick around. We don't really like you.
Exactly.
Okay.
I want that. That makes a lot of sense to me in terms of it becoming the Hunger Games.
Yes. And then the famous ones are like, well, we could we've done enough. We could get away with it. We could get away with getting rid of them.
Yeah, we've solved 69 murders.
Odd choice of numbers there.
Just popped into my head.
Huh.
Just a regular number.
Yep.
Landmark case. They're like, one more and we'll have 70.
There we go. That's what we've been aiming for.
6 more, 75, 3/4. I love it. Mm-hmm. Landmark numbers.
Just keep going.
Yeah, so...
I like that idea, though.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Cool.
Down for that.
Okay.
So we have our precocious teens who are dicks. Uh-huh. But, like, they weren't dicks, Like, they rose through they tried hard. They're very talented mystery solvers.
I'm wondering if they were originally, but once they started getting famous, they now have, like, interns. Oh, not you guys, sorry.
Oh,
sit
down.
Sorry.
Wow.
Not ours. They have, like, people that do a lot of the legwork, so they can do the social media, be the face of it, whatever, write books.
It's like Nancy Drew, but... she just sits in the car and sends a bunch of people into the haunted house to do the...
Well, she takes selfies and does an Instagram live Q&A.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Instagram live
That's the thing,
Q&A.
yeah. They started off legit, like grassroots.
100%.
And then
it's
grown to something more.
Well, they can just do all the work. It goes so much faster. We get so much more done. And we're just the face, so we get paid. And then they get,
they're like a corporation.
Sponsor things? What are those? When you're the face of, like, a campaign. They get a lot of those.
Yeah. But, yeah, they're like a mystery corp now. Like, they outsource all their stuff to just people willing in the field to, like, take pictures and do everything for them.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then they're like, final touches. There we go.
Yeah. But then the hometown people are like, nothing beats a good old feet on the ground.
We don't need recognition. We just want to make the world better.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, they gotta be killed. Whoever says that line.
Never gonna last.
Yeah. This is fun.
Okay. This is fun, everyone does.
Murder.
How do we want... so the first one is...
I think it's a mix of, like, kidnapping to...
I'm thinking there's some kidnapping.
It's kidnapping to, like, literal murder. Like,
yeah.
I think maybe they didn't think they were going to murder someone, but they're like, look, we'll get away with the kidnapping. It'll be hilarious.
Maybe
But then it's like they know too much.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They find out that the famous group isn't the one doing all the work. They have a lot of people on the ground doing it for them. So they're like, well, they know too much. They're going to ruin us. We have to.
Yeah.
And maybe someone's like, how about we just cut out their tongue or something? They're like, how about we do something a little less severe? And they're like,
Nope.
Dunzo.
Yep. I like the thought of not only because the hometown mystery people are very smart, they not only figure out that it's like the new people, but they also figure out the intern thing at the same time. So when they're kidnapped, they think they're kidnapped for like a split second when everyone like has hoods over their faces and they're like being interrogated. But then something breaks. They figure out the interns. They figure out where they are and solve everything kind of like, Sherlock Holmes-y. They're just like, ba, 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 ba. I know everything. And then the next time...
Sherlock Holmes, Psych, Monk, all of those.
The next time, the visiting mystery solvers aren't wearing the hoods on their heads, and the person is just like, what's going on? Why are you... And that's when, like, the murder happens. Because it's like...
Oh, gotcha.
They've already deliberated and figured out, like... They already know too much without having seen our faces. They, like, know it's us.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't matter if they've seen our faces now.
Because now that's going to be it.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
All
it gets, like, real spooky.
Kind of reminds me of Hot Fuzz a little bit.
Yeah. Kinda, yeah.
Just
not as culty.
No, but where it starts much more...
Yeah, I like the hometown feel of Hot Fuzz.
It ends up a bit more gory than it begins, is I guess what I'm
Same
trying to say.
thing, yeah. It follows a similar vein.
Similar progression.
Yes. Maybe no small town church spire impalement.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought of.
Maybe not that.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Fine with that.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Let's not. Let's go with no. That would fit into mine more.
Oh, yeah.
With my scary gothic man.
Yeah. No, these are just like kids murdering kids.
Oy.
In various ways.
Yeah.
Because it's spooky. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how many, like 5 per team?
Yeah, standard Scooby party.
Okay, cool. The first one we figured out, death by kidnapping gone wrong.
Yes.
But like how many, are we gonna just have like one from each team left?
I was thinking, what do you want? What are you thinking?
Well, that seems like a lot, but...
That'd be brutal and in the vein of Spooktober.
Yeah, how outrageous do you want it to be?
I think it gets crazy.
If you want it to be almost comical, then it should be everyone but the last. Again, Hot Fuzz.
I'm thinking that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if it's going to be like more thrillery, kind of, I think 3 people should die.
Gotcha.
But if it's going like
I think it
just
goes
off the wall,
Yeah, I think it goes off the wall.
Everyone but 2.
I think the visiting party is so like insane with power.
Okay.
That they abuse said power and try and just, the leader of that group just goes insane, basically.
Oh, like actually like mental health issues?
Maybe not that, but
okay.
just they don't see the forest for the trees. They're just like, all the rest of their friends are dead, but they're still like, but the hometown person is still alive. Like,
I don't know if I really like that.
I don't know. It's spooky.
Sure.
Maybe that means it's the direction we go.
Sure.
If you don't really like it.
But maybe I also pitch you something.
All right, pitch it.
So maybe it's not so much that they're losing grip on reality, because let's be honest, being a celebrity, they probably don't have a good grip on what it's like anymore to be just like a kid. And so they're going into it with like that weird showbiz, like crush the competition kind of thing. So it's not, they're being very calculated.
Okay.
And they're not like losing it. This is very much the plan. It just, maybe they decide to try to take someone else out. Like before the hometown kids can get even.
Who are you thinking? Like,
what do you mean, who am I thinking?
Someone else out in the hometown?
Yeah, like the kidnapping went wrong and they're like, maybe we just do one more like that.
Okay.
Maybe we just kind of pick them off before the hometown one
figures it out.
Like, they'll try and save their person. Maybe they kill one of the famous ones. I don't know if it turns into, like, hand-to-hand combat or what. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I gotcha.
Is at the end...
That makes more sense.
They're, like, chasing after each other with, like, chainsaws or something.
Yeah.
It gets really outlandish.
Okay.
But everything is calm, calculated choices.
Okay. So it's like, I get it. They've basically like profiled so many actual like murderers and kidnappers and stuff in their mystery solving that they're just kind of replaying the hits.
Yeah. They're
from
like, well, this one was
their
kind of
repertoire.
hard. Like,
Yeah.
this gave us a little bit of trouble. Or, I really appreciated the finesse of so-and-so.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's really cold. But at this point, it's a business to them.
Yeah, I get it.
They're not considering it as people. It's just, that's the competition.
I like to think
I love the idea of the greatest hits.
the greatest hits, but it's like maybe they are famous enough that some of their mysteries have been written down in like a book or a memoir type thing.
Yeah, if they've got a lot of fans, it's bound to be on a Wikipedia page at least.
They got a blog.
They got their own Wikia.
Yeah. I like that because then they're just like literally like a Hardy Boys group. They have a huge repertoire of mysteries that they've solved and they have that all in their brain, which like to a normal person is not a good amount of things to have.
No, but they're so
brain.
desensitized to it
Exactly.
because they've done so many of these
Yeah.
and they're so far removed
That makes
from
a lot
it
more sense.
anymore
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just business.
Yep.
And they're like, well, we need to take them out. Let's
really
do
good.
this.
It's really good.
And then not leaving it to the interns, though. They're like, you know what? I think I'll take care of this kind of
Yeah.
a thing.
That makes sense. I don't think they get the interns involved
I don't
in
think
this
so.
side of the business.
No.
At all.
Maybe they're like, hey, can you bring up the most famous cases we've done? The ones that got the most press.
Definitely.
Like, they ask for those resources,
Yeah.
but they're the ones in charge of all this.
Totally.
And then
I agree.
the leader's just passing it out to the other people saying, like, do this, we're doing that, help me out here.
Yeah. But he keeps it, or they keep it tight-knit in the know of
And
the original five.
The other teammates on the famous side are a little less keen on it. But then the leader's like, well, do you really want to give up everything?
Yeah.
You really want to go back to where you came
Exactly.
from before
And they're
this?
also as desensitized.
They are. So they're like, well, it's not right, but I don't want to give up what I've done. I worked
Exactly.
hard to get
they're,
here.
They're at their
If
like
this
pedestal
is what it takes.
soapbox thing.
I know we won't get caught. You've said so. I trust you, leader of the group.
Yep.
And it goes from there.
Cool.
You cool with that instead?
Definitely.
Okay.
That works a lot better.
I like that idea. Where at the end, somebody's gonna be like the leader is in like a white suit, head to toe, because they're
What?
because it's very K-pop.
It's
they're
very.
they're gonna be at an award show or something.
And it gets covered in blood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they, the team is portrayed as helpful. They do all this great stuff, and everyone knows if you dress someone in all white, they're the good guys.
Yeah, they're the peace bringer.
But they are getting drenched in
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So we'll have that visual of them
Do we have it
hacking
then?
off whatever. And
Do we have it with the end, the visiting team leader being killed and like ending the streak of their wrongdoing? Or
I wasn't thinking so. I
Okay.
was thinking it's literally like the leader of the hometown heroes and the leader of the
just head to head.
famous ones. And they're like just, I don't know, staring at each other or something.
Okay.
And it just comes down to that. And
Whatever.
I don't know. I don't
could
know
work
if we
either way.
want one of them to live, one of them to die, or just like the police step in at this point.
The sheriff or mutual destruction.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Or I suppose they could ask them to join. Like, wow, you did really well. I think you'd be great, a great addition to my new famous team that
Yeah.
I'm going to build. Why don't you join me?
And then they shake hands, but then the hometown one stabs them.
I'd be good with that.
Cool.
But yeah, just like running through the woods, killing each
frantic.
other.
I think we're
Yes.
doing like a, beat by beat Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I've never seen that, and I never want to.
Scream, just
Yep,
the
nope.
standard like 90s horror flicks with like
The woods.
Blair
and
Witch Project, running through the woods,
Yeah.
getting chased by who knows what, being spooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never want to see any of those, but I'm going to assume that is the vibe we want.
Yeah. Very, yeah.
So, movie or TV show?
I think it's a show. It feels cinematic. I think it's a long form
That's kind of
episode.
like maybe a mini sort of series
Yeah.
thing.
But yeah, we have an ending. Whenever we get an ending, we're like, let's make it long form
Yeah.
with a thing.
Because I feel
But
like
I think it has a serial vibe where
it's too much for a movie.
it's too much for a movie.
But it doesn't
has
need
to set
multiple
up,
seasons.
It has to set up like the kidnapping and the stuff before the kidnapping and the rivalry being built up very quickly.
Also, I'd like to have it they're coming down.
Yeah,
so we
exactly.
have to show them at
There's
like
some
a red
establishment.
carpet or something where they're
Yeah.
like, thank you. We're
Yeah.
we're going to be resting for a while. You know, this was a very difficult.
Yeah, and
Blah,
it's
blah,
like
blah.
3 months later.
And they're just like,
They're
know.
in bumfuck nowhere.
some pretty, like lake somewhere.
Yeah.
And,
Oh yeah, Crystalline Falls.
yes,
There you go.
something restful, idyllic.
Yeah, no, that's totally it. I love it.
Cool.
It has a creepy, like, foresty vibe to it. Mm-hmm. Hometown, small town murders. Mm-hmm. It's good. I'm down.
Cool.
It's fucked up, but I'm down.
Well, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season for the witch boyfriend. Do you want to think of title words?
You mean you don't like the final beat?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't.
It barely made sense with my idea.
It barely made sense the first time.
You don't have to agree with me so readily.
It's
what words do you want to use?
It'd be a Dance Revolution murder. The final
With
beat.
every arrow you step on, someone is hit by an arrow in real
It's
life.
like Saw, but Dance Adventure.
I don't know. Please don't tell me about
Where
that.
you're trapped in a
Stop.
house.
You don't have to do
You
that.
have to cut off your foot.
You can. No.
The
Stop.
key is in your
Stop.
butt.
Stop.
I've seen a lot of Saw parodies.
Okay, what words do you want to use?
Step.
I'm just cutting you off. I don't want this. I don't need any
We're
bad
doing
dreams.
Spooktober. I'm gonna just bring up horror movies.
Stop.
All right. Witch boyfriend. Which word?
Which
boyfriend.
words?
Let's do mystery solving word.
So like the group? Mystery group?
Mystery solving group word.
Or more specific, just mystery.
I don't give a crap.
All right, mystery.
I don't give a crepe.
Mystery and...
I wish I had a crepe. Mystery word. Mystery murder word. Mystery word murder word. Mystery murder. Mystery group word murder word.
Or, yeah.
We gotta settle
We could
for
do
something.
small town, kind of.
Yeah, sure.
What you pick.
Mystery murder.
Fine.
Yay.
Wait a minute. Did you just give me murder mystery, but
No,
like backward?
It's mystery murder.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, which one do you want to do first?
Which one do you want to do first?
I can start with the murder.
I'll do a mystery word. 3, 2, 1.
Succumb.
Solve.
Okay. Let's switch.
3, 2, 1. Killers.
Solve.
No.
You solve mysteries. It can't be helped.
I know.
I tried to keep alliteration. You succumb to murder? Probably not.
I also had unsolved.
Solve and unsolved.
My 2 mystery words both have solve in them. Solve for unsolved. But yeah,
Solve for
I kind of like the idea of something like killers, like mystery killers or something like that.
Oh, that makes me think of Mystery Skulls.
Yeah, kind of.
Sorry.
But like a name, like they go by like, Mystery Van. They have the whatever, Scooby Snacks.
So you want them to kill mysteries? Is that what you're thinking? The
Yeah,
mystery killers?
They kill mysteries. They solve them so good. They're dead.
They solve them dead.
They solve them dead. And they turn into real killers.
Okay. I like the idea
just
of it being the group name. I'm always into that.
Yeah, it's
But I don't know if Mystery Killers is the correct direction to take it.
It's pretty funny though.
Kind of.
Almost anime.
Yeah. Do you want killers in the title?
I'm not super attached to it, but
Okay.
Mystery Killers is very funny to me.
We do both have solve. Is solve a title word to you?
Nah,
Okay.
not especially.
All right.
What about something, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, or the enemy of my enemy is my enemy? Or
Yes, they are enemies.
Yeah,
But
so
it's ownership of like the stuff that's going, the cases.
the ability to solve mysteries.
The enemy of my mystery is my enemy.
That might just be it. The enemy of my mystery?
That makes more sense than the second half of it.
That is my friend.
Because they are not friends.
No, they are mortal enemies.
Literally.
The enemy of my mystery.
That's what they are to each other.
I like that a lot because they take ownership of these cases.
Mm-hmm. Both sides. It works from both sides.
And then they work themselves up to enemies and
yes,
kill each other.
Yes, they
over
do.
Them. I think that's it.
The enemy of my mystery. Or is it the enemies of my mysteries? The enemies of my mystery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Multiple plural enemies.
But only one mystery?
Single mystery.
Okay. The enemies of my mystery.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. There's something cool about that.
Yeah.
Sounds very anime.
There's something really cool.
I
agree.
it. I like it a lot. I like when we play off phrases that already exist because then it makes it very titly.
Yeah, this may not translate very well, but that's okay.
That's totally fine.
They can just keep the English title.
Yeah.
Why not? Well, who do you want to be in the enemies of my mystery?
I would probably be just like a school student, or I'd work at like a grocery store or something.
Okay.
I'm just in the town.
All right.
I witness something and I go, murder!
Wow. That's something you witnessed there.
Yeah.
I was thinking I might be one of the underlings
Ooh.
for the famous.
I'd be in the episode Death on Aisle 6.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be the milk aisle.
Well, if you're giving a statement.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know, I was taking the milk to the store shelf. It was Yoo-hoo.
Go on.
It was Yoo-hoo milk. It doesn't need to be refrigerated.
But we like it cold around these parts. No, I could be the intern taking your statement for the famous team.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
And we like each other.
You got it.
You're working with murderers.
I don't know this yet. They just don't
Neither
do as
do
much.
I. This show has a lot of plot holes.
Dun, dun, dun. If it's one of those like small town, old town, it could have like a soda fountain in the
dinery kind of thing.
Yeah, and maybe we go there.
And get a malt.
Yep.
You love getting malts with me in anime.
Do because you won't do it in real life.
Because malts are.
Not your favorite.
I don't know. I haven't had one in years.
Well, maybe
Ages?
it's time we try. You don't like Whopper, like malt ball,
I don't like
chocolate
Whoppers.
malt balls.
Yeah.
Whereas I do.
Ugh.
So there's our difference.
Blech.
Anyhow, we've titled it.
We have.
We put ourselves in it.
We have.
Do you have anybody in
No.
mind? Because I'm kind of thinking if we could model the leader of the famous group after like Taemin, or I mean anyone from Super M. Am I right?
Oh yeah, just like cool and what's the word? Androgynous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Head to toe in that white suit, just killing people.
Getting wet. Being drenched in water.
Yep, but this time the water is blood.
Yes.
Could be Kai. I mean, anybody. Again, anyone from Super M.
yeah, Super
but,
M.
we should definitely model the character after
That's fair.
a famous leader. That's all I've thought about.
That's
really.
great. Stylistically, perfect.
Cool.
I'm
I don't know. Who's
I don't
gonna
need
voice.
voices. I'm just gonna like look on Wikipedia. I'm gonna for the Japanese dub, we just get the Demon Slayer people.
Yeah, I kind of want the leader to be a famous leader to be that kind of like quiet, low, like very calm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, just they're
Yeah.
like, yes, just go kill them. It's fine.
Yeah.
And it's not until the very end that they're like yelling,
Yeah.
which is not
It's
their
like
thing.
it's like they've broken character at that point. Mm-hmm. It's just out of character for them to be doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just really calm. Maybe a
Creepy.
little gravelly almost.
Okay.
That's who I'm picturing.
Tight.
I don't know who that would be, but
Doesn't matter.
they gotta look like Kai. They gotta look like Taemin.
They gotta be chiseled af.
Not that we need to see the abs a lot, but
No, but sometimes a little glimpse.
when they reach for something on a tall shelf.
Yes.
Anyhow,
They don't have interns do that for them.
no, they gotta look like they're one of the people. Sometimes it doesn't matter. I have thought of no one else.
That's
so
totally fine.
that's all I got.
That's the episode then.
I believe it is. That's our Spooktober. Sorry, instant
Anime.
anime Just add music. Why did that? No, I'm sorry.
You
I screwed
just
that
had
up.
another thought, and I was like, no, the show's over.
No more. All right. I'm done.
Thanks for joining us for our Spooktober episode. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Wow, we have names. We said it at the beginning, we said it at the end.
Just all out of sorts, though.
I didn't do my Dracula voice the whole episode.
You can do it now.
Well, you can follow us on Twitter if you want. Our handle on Twitter is at InstantAnimePod, where we post GIFs and tease upcoming episodes. I use the interns as my blood.
Bite. And that is it in the... Excuse me, I just...
I was thirsty mid-sentence. Thank you, intern. Lots of interns in the intern pit for my blood. Siphoning.
Yeah. That's why our... Oh, yes, you missed a spot. There you go. Perfect.
Yes, well, I've done that. And Twitter is what we have where we do the GIFs and spooky GIFs during October. But we also have a website.
That we do! Our website is instantannie.me. Visit there to see where we host. All of our episodes have clickable links. On the sidebar, you'll find many treats.
I don't see my reflection in my monitor screen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look fine.
Reflections not provided.
Not guaranteed. Ding.
What do we got? Clickable links?
See the sidebar.
Yeah.
It has our
Witchable links.
our witchable.
Which? Boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
I'm sorry. It's... what do we have there?
What do we have?
Oh.
You'll find our
Candy corn teeth.
This is way off the rails. Apologies.
I've been just making a face the whole time.
It's really hard not to laugh. We have our merch.
Apologies.
we have our merch. If you would like to support us on Redbubble,
You can buy things. I'm losing the witch. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's
if you
fading.
say so.
Let me try one more laugh. See if I can finish this.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Also, you will find in our sidebar all of our podcatchers. And if you want and you're feeling extra spooky,
Or just extra.
or extra like myself, you can leave us a review. It helps us. If you also want to leave us a suggestion, suggest.instantannie.me, and we will use your song in an upcoming episode.
True.
I think that might be it.
I think that's it.
Oh, we also have our Spotify playlist.
That's true if you want to listen to all these songs that are on Spotify. They are there. Playlist.instantannie.me.
Indeed.
Thank
Indubitably.
you for listening to us.
Have a spooky day.
A spooky week.
Yahoo!